So the next bit is to store the strings in three different ways. So there are three different ways to store the strings. The first way is fixed length structures. That is the length of every record is fixed. Second approach is variable length structure with fixed maximum. Maximum limitation is fixed. And the third approach is using linked list or linked structures. So coming to the first approach for storing, record oriented fixed length storage. So what it indicates here is every record is having one fixed length, and within that length itself you are supposed to store the information or the record. So in fixed length storage, each line of point is viewed as a fixed record where all the records have the same length. So record for each and every length of each and every record will be fixed. That is where each record accommodates the same number of characters. So, for example, frequently in programming, 80 is the maximum column what we consider. So let us assume that the length of every record is 80 columns. So let us assume that the length of every column is every record is 80 columns. I'll just use the pen for editing. And directly edit on the PDF itself. Yes. So let us assume that 80 is length of the character. So suppose the input is going to contain some program. So assume this is one program and we want to store it using fixed length structure. Record oriented, obviously every line is considered as a record, but the length of record is fixed. That is 80 columns. So 80 columns in our case. Using a record oriented fixed length storage column, the input data will appear in memory as shown below. So this program has to be represented in the memory, and we are assuming that the initial address is 200. We are assuming that the initial address is 200. So by assuming this, let us store. The advantages of this technique is we can easily access the data because length of every record is known. That means if you have digit 1, the address 1, then you can add the length of the record to get the next address. So I'll be explaining the diagram, which will be clear to you. So it is very easy to update the information. Say for example, this is the program. This is what is the program. So this program, we should represent that using fixed length structure. So what is the first line? C, then one tab is there, then program, printing two integers in increasing order. So that is represented here. So that is represented here. So what is assumption which is being made? Assumption made was 200. That means initial address was 200. Let us assume that initial address is 200. I think line is very thick. Here initial address was being assumed as 200. So from the 200, what is the length of this record? The maximum address given here is 280 columns. So every record is going to contain 80 columns. Every record is going to contain 80 columns. Right? So when it is starting with 200, obviously the last address here. So last address here will be what? 279. Because including 200, its length, maximum length from here to here. What we are assuming here is from here to here, it is 80 columns or 80 spaces. So if it is starting at 200, it will be ending at 279. So that is first line. The space reserved for the first line of the record. What is first line? C program printing two integers in increasing order. So it will be stored here. C program, see here is one tab. So 5 spaces for the tab, program space printing space 2 integers in increasing order, that will be printed. That is how we store. Then what will be the next line? For the next line, this is first line and this is second line. What is the second line? First we have to leave the space, then represent read space star. So the same way we are trying to represent here the second line. Just decrease it. Yes. What is the second line? As you can see in the representation here. In the representation, first the space is being given, right? Once the space is being given here, then what is the actual record? Read. Then read one space, star, comma, space, J, comma. That is how we represent. Actually, the space is available 80 columns here. Space is available 80 columns. But what the record requires? Record requires only this many space. The remaining are left as blank. Then similarly, all the lines will get stored. What is the next line? Third line. If j dot le, some code is there, some Fortran code is there. So start with space if space. This is how we represent. These addresses will represent here 279. It is starting at 280. Then where it is going to end? So it will be ending here at the ending address will be 359. The ending address will be 359. So this is how we represent in the fixed length structure. Fixed length structure. So if you see this, the disadvantage with this fixed length structure is what? Every record is being given a space of 80 columns or 80 bytes. If you assume character takes 1 byte, every record is given with the 80 columns of space, and every record may not use all the 80 columns. Say for example, stop and end. Stop requires only 4 bytes, but how many bytes we are reserving? We are reserving 80 bytes. So we are reserving 80 bytes. We can see here end. How many characters it requires? It requires 3 actual characters along with the space. So if only this much is being used here, but and all this space is not being utilized. All this space is not being utilized. So that is what is one of the disadvantages of the fixed length record. So that's what it is listed here. Time is wasted in reading the entire record if most storage consists of initial blank spaces. So that is one disadvantage. So what could be the disadvantage here is, if this is the space of record and assume the record is stored in such a way that from here to here the data everything is blank, and data what we need is stored somewhere here at the end. The data what we need is stored somewhere here at the end. So then what we have to do here is, first unnecessarily we have to read all these blank spaces. Read all these blank spaces, then we encounter the blank space here. Then we encounter the actual record or actual information at the end. So that is one disadvantage with this particular approach. Certain records may require more space than the available. So that is one more disadvantage. Second disadvantage, certain records may require more space than what actually we have reserved. So how much space we have reserved here? We have reserved 80 columns for every record. But if there is some record which requires more than 80 columns, then it is not possible to save more than 80 columns. And if you want to do the third disadvantage is, if you want to do some corrections for few characters, we should alter the original text, and which requires entire record to be changed. That means if there is some record with 80 columns, and if you want to make some changes here in between, so then that is going to affect the remaining record also, because either you should shift them. If you want to delete this, you have to shift everything left. If you want to add, then they have to be shifted to the right side. So addition or removal is going to affect each and every is going to affect the entire record. So that is a disadvantage. So what we can do here is, there is another way to store this. So this would require, we wanted to insert a new record. So in this, somewhere in between, say for example, this is already existing one now. In between here, I want to add one more record. That is after the if statement and before the print statement. So I'll go to the program and show it to you. After the if statement and before the print statement. So in between here, I want to add one more line. In between here, I want to add one more line. That is going to affect each and every record, because all these lines should be shifted to the next lines. So that's going to affect entire memory location. That's going to cost us more, because every address will get altered. So to solve this, there is one approach. We can make use of pointers. So what we can do here is we can maintain an array something like this, and where that array is going to contain pointer to every record, address of every record. This is first line. So this is second line, address for second line, then third line, and so on. What they are just going to contain the pointers. They are going to contain addresses of the locations, addresses of the locations where the records are stored. Say it can be at the address of 100. So let's take the same example. What is there in our program? It is at 200. Then second one where it is starting? It is starting at 280. So it is starting at 280. Starting at 280 and so on. So if you want to add, keep these things as it is, and if you want to add some more new record here, what example I was taking? I was taking example here. If you want to add new record here, which is going to contain 80 columns again, which is going to contain 80 columns. What we can do here is somewhere in the memory, you maintain some pointer, or you can extend this array and you can maintain some pointer here. So this pointer will be just pointing to the newly inserted record, because the pointers will help us to just fetch the record. It's not going to affect the other records. You can store wherever you want this in the memory. In whichever location you want, you can store it, but just address of that record will be stored here. Or if you want to store it somewhere here, that is also possible. If you want to store somewhere here, what we can do here is shift only these pointers. Instead of storing these many thousands together characters, we can only shift the pointers. So it will be better to maintain the pointers which will point to addresses of the records. So that was fixed length. Coming to the variable length storage with fixed maximum. So maximum is fixed, but the length of the records will be changing. Length of the record will be changing. So that means maximum you will be given with 80 columns. If you want, you can use only 10 columns. If you want, you can use only 20 columns or 30 columns. That flexibility is provided here. Maximum is 80. But whatever number of characters you want, you can use those many number of columns. That is, length of storage can vary, but the maximum length will be fixed. So how to store in this? We can make use of a marker to indicate end of the string. So two ways in this one. First way, one can use a marker such as $2 signs or signal to signal the end of the string, because we should indicate where the string is terminating. That is possible with the $$ signature symbol. Or another approach, one can list the length of the string as an additional item along with the pointer, additional item in the pointer array, just to indicate where the string is going to end. I'll explain these two approaches with the diagram. Right, so this is the first approach. What we have used very recently, what I discussed was using pointers. Now when you use these pointers in this approach, what we do, we just indicate the end. We just indicate the end of the string, right, by using $$ symbols. So in this approach, what we do, we indicate end of the string by using $$ symbols, because once you are reading from here to here, once you encounter $$, that indicates end of the string, end of the record. Don't read the remaining part. You have to stop reading the remaining part. When you see this line, at the end, I have included $$. So what it indicates? It indicates end of the string. It indicates end of the string. So when $$ is appearing here, you no need to search the remaining columns. Why? Because there are possibilities after these many columns, if you are not using this end of the string characters, there may be possible that there are around 30 blank spaces. Then we have some record here, say A, B, C. If you have some record stored here, that means unnecessarily you have to read 30 characters. So for that purpose, what we do here is we just indicate $$, indicate saying that is end of the string. No need to search for the remaining length of the record. Similarly here, every record is indicated by the $$. So it's going to save the processing time, because if you consider here, if double dollar is not here, then you may have to read each and every 80 columns, because it is possible that at the end there may be some character called A. At the end there may be some character called A, and that is going to unnecessarily waste our processing time, unnecessarily consume the processing time. So if there is some record called A here at the end, so just to avoid this unnecessary work, what we can do is we can go for using a double dollar symbol, which is going to indicate end of the string. So length of the record is fixed. What is length of every record? 80 columns. But actual record is variable. Here length of this record is from here to here, and length of this record is here. Just that is being indicated by using the double dollar symbols. So another approach could be, along with the pointers, you just store the length of the record. What is its length? For example, starting from this point, you have to read 55 characters. What it means here is, this is first character, so on up to 55. So on up to, that means if this is first character, then this will be 55, 55th character. That is what is going to indicate. And along this, what the second entry indicates, this is pointer for the second record. This is pointer for the second record. And what I should do, I should read 18 characters. That is only first 18 columns you read. Don't read the remaining part, because in the remaining part there is no useful information. Where is the useful information? It's only present in first 18 columns. And coming to third entry, what it indicates, this is the pointer for the record. Starting from this location, read the 21 characters. Starting from this location, read the 21 characters, and so on. So we can use another approach, just including length of the record along with the pointer. So that is going to help us, that is going to tell the program how many characters must be read. Starting from the given location, how many characters we have to read. Right? So another approach could be, if you don't want to waste this space, because the length of this record is 80 columns, but I am using how many columns? I am using only 9 columns here. You can see I am using only 9 columns, but length is 80 columns. So if you want to use this space, if you want to use this space, that is possible. After the end, here only you can store the record by indicating the end. So that is possible here. See here, what we have done here is C program and everything, then indicate the end by double dollar, store the next line, again indicate the end of the record, then store, again indicate end of the record. That means in the single row we are trying to store whatever number of characters we can save. So that is effectively going to use the memory space. Same represented in terms of pointer. Store the record and it is going to contain address. So it is pointing to this location. In the single record length itself, in the available 80 column itself, we are going to store the possible number of records, because we can reuse all the memory locations. So when you look at all these, so this approach will be better. Why? Because we are not unnecessarily wasting the free locations in the memory. So the third approach for storing the representation of string is linked list, by using linked list or linked storage. So what this linked storage indicates here is, here the records are linked with each other. So they are represented in the form of a node, and the data representation is going to make use of a node. That is, linked list, we mean that it is a linearly ordered sequence of memory cells. It is some collection of memory cells and they are called as nodes, where every node is going to contain the actual data and then the link to the data. Every node is going to contain the actual data and link. Link means pointer to the next node, pointer to the next node, or pointer to the next data. So that is what is link. Say for example, this is one example for linked representation or linked storage. So this is one node. This is one node, and this is, every node is going to contain the data part, which is going to contain the actual data, and this is what is the link or pointer which is going to point to the next node. So this is also a node. So actual data and pointer to the next node. Actual data and pointer to the next node. Right? Node. So this is how we represent the data. That means linking of information is available. Linking of information is available. This will be helping us to search the data. So the details of all these will be studying in third module. We'll be studying in detail about this in third module. So for example, this is the information what I want to represent using the linked storage. So if this is the information which I should represent by using the linked storage. Say two possibilities. Either you can use the node which is going to contain only one character. Every node is going to contain only one character. That is, this is node 1, node 2, node 3, and so on. That means we are using one character for every node. T, O. What is the actual string? To be or not to be? That is the question. So T, O, space, BE. So this is the list is going to continue. Why? Because we are using only one character for every node. One character is store T and then pointer to the next character, that is O. Store O, then pointer to the next character. Store blank space, then pointer to the next character. That is one approach. Another approach could be, if you use this approach, more amount of pointer, the space will be wasted for more number of pointers. So you can go for grouping. So one approach which is used here is group of 4 characters per node. Use group of 4 characters per node. So what is group of 4 characters series? When you start from beginning, what is the 4 characters? T, O, blank space, B. So this will result into 4 characters. Because blank space is also a character. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 characters. This is one group of data, then pointer to the next node. Then store the next 4 characters. What are the next 4 characters? E space OR. E space OR. So this is one record. Then pointer to the next characters. What are the next characters? NOT space. NOT space. Another group and pointer and so on. So this is how it is going to be appearing using linked list. This is how it will appear by using linked list. Are you following the concept still now? Is the audio is clear? Right? Can you hear the audio and video? Is it synchronizing properly or is there still network issue?